to our first ever DVD special features. Oh my gosh, it's falling out the book. Special features. Hey, is there a flash option for this?
Am I gonna fuck everything up?
Special features. 12 Monkeys, my boys. We're gonna see if we can slide by the copyright infringement homies, and we're all gonna hang out.
It's either that or the entire channel gets taken
Because
down.
this is our last strike, so you're buckle up. This could be the last of the Mohicans. Okay, we got this. We got this. We got a fucking DVD, boys. You heard that? Oh, let's pop it in the machine right now while she's loading. We'll go over some of the riffs. This came with it, first of all. Look at that shit. A portable DVD player? Yes, sir. Can you accept it? Accepto. Portable DVD player? Yes, sir. Damn. I need one of those, man. I watched Max Magician and the Magical Rings on the fucking
I like
portable
this angle. It literally
DVD
makes it
player
look like
on
you're just
Christmas
like
Day.
talking to somebody like sitting on the street.
Hey, buddy. And so there's this. Boom. Boom. Ka-chicka-chicka-ow. I'm trying to angle it so that the glare isn't
Oh yeah,
into
it's good. It's good.
Ka-chicka-chicka-ow. Are you homeless? Do you need any money? I've got the booklet from the internal, from a DVD from 12 Monkeys. Ka-chow. Feast your eyes.
That looks cool. Did you look at that before? It's cool.
No, I've never seen this fucking light. No one has ever seen this. No one's ever seen the booklet from 12 Monkeys.
Wait, slow down, because it's making that. Okay, yeah, you're good.
Especially because all Sam Hyde does is talk shit about fucking Terry Gilliam. It looks like a dick, a big purple dick. Whoopty whoopty. Sorry. Anyway. Yo, but that's fucking swagged out. That suit, needed that. Where was that during? COVID. COVID. All right. Whoop-de-whoop. I need a DVD menu, please. Do not show that on screen.
What?
That.
Okay.
We gotta go to the title menu. Where's the fucking volume? Input. Oh. I see. I see. I can't see. I'm fucking blind from the stream.
The racial dialect I didn't recognize. The man, though, physically unaffected by the gas, was beside him.
Physically unaffected by
He
the
planned to be
gas.
close in the future. But he
Okay. Bonus materials? Yes, sir. Oh my god. Look at this. I'm God. With my remote, I am God. Look, watch this. Pause. Play. I'm God. Holy shit. Dude, are you seeing this?
Yeah.
Should I turn that light off or is it fine?
That's fine.
Oklahoma-born Brad Pitt majored in journalism and advertising at the University of Missouri before relocating to Los Angeles to pursue being homeless in Santa Monica and working at a restaurant and sucking chicks off while they're on vacation for a free Airbnb stay so he could get his big break. He first gained notice while with reoccurring roles on television before starting in the series Glory Hole Days. Other small screen credits include the cable film The Image and the critically acclaimed telefilm Too Young to Die.
Literally never heard of any of that. Also, why'd they use that photo? He looks crazy.
Yeah, can we get a close-up on that?
You can see it pretty good.
Hell yeah. Let's see what the fucking FBI says about Willis. About Penis. Bruce Penis. Born in West Germany. Not see much. Skinhead much. But raised in New York, Bruce Willis began his acting career with a 5-year run on television series Moonlighting, for which he won an Emmy Award for Best Actor. During breaks in Moonlighting, Willis stepped into feature films, making his debut in Blind Date. Dude, that's fucking deep, because, dude, while he was filming Moonlighting, he was moonlighting on other fucking sets and jobs and shit. Fucking snake. Moonlighting, man. It's just weird how society and art reflect each other. He made his debut in Blind Date, opposing Kim Basinger. His next film, Die Hard, which he did not die from. Well, okay. Directed by Terry Gilliam. Holy shit! There's the man! I've never seen this dude. There he is, guys. There's the goat. Welcome to it. A filmmaking career encompassing work as a director, screenwriter, performer, animator, production designer. Terry Gilliam has created some of the most extraordinary visual portrayed on motion poopy doopies, Minneapolis native, granulated LA Occidental College before embarking magazistral help. Working for Help. In a magazine illustration, working for Help magazine. A sister. Oh, there's more?
Duh.
I wasn't scrolling. Holy shit. I'm not reading all that.
I kind of want to see that illustrations, though.
Illustrations?
His illustrations.
It showed them? Oh, you mean
No.
in real life?
I'd
Right,
like
right.
to see
For
them.
Help. I bet they're fired.
Yeah.
I bet it's guys with makeup on and stuff, and it looks sick. Feature commentary, or...
No.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah, do the making of. The feature commentary is just watching the whole movie with the commentary on.
Should we do it in a wacky language? No, I'm just kidding. Oh, shit.
More reviews. Monkey Business. How director Terry Gilliam got Bruce Willis, Brad Pitt, money, so we're cheap. Gilliam has a grim view.
Nice photos.
Sit on the table. The film, 12 Monkeys, are violence, language, sex, nudity. Where's there sex in it? Yeah. Let's sue them for misrepresentation. Stars, there you go.
Can I get anything
Yeah,
else?
how long do we have to hang about before the show actually?
The show starts at 5:30.
Tonight, Mandy Patinkin.
Mandy Patinkin!
What do you think of the intro?
Great, is the lyrics.
I think that he's welcome that Hollywood's true creatively nice. Very good. I could have said Hollywood, I'm not even a Hollywood director. There's no stopping these folks.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next guest was one of the founding members of Monty Python and has since gone on to direct such films as Brazil and The Fisher King, and now 12 Monkeys, which opens today. Please welcome one of Hollywood's true creative visionaries, Terry Gilliam.
I was petrified. Hamster facts up in this bitch? Holy shit. We're gods for this.
In November of 1994, Terry Gilliam began production on what he calls his 7.5 feature film, 12 Monkeys. Although he normally develops his own projects and works on the fringes of the Hollywood system, Terry comes to 12 Monkeys as a director for hire. He's now part of a commercial film package that includes someone else's script, major studio financing, and some of Hollywood's most powerful stars.
There's a side of me which just permanently sick to my stomach, feeling I'm being dragged into the abyss of success and that system. On the other hand, there's a side of me that thinks maybe I'm getting away with murder within the system. Maybe I'm making a walk in that maybe within the Hollywood system. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe I'll just be caught.
Terry's movies are too big in scope to be anything but films that are intended for a broad audience. And as much as Terry might not want to be in the Hollywood system, he knows he's never going to be able to get the kind of money he wants to make those hugely ambitious movies that his vision is, without him somehow involving the studio system. So that's the paradox, isn't it?
Did you touch it?
Terry's experiences in Hollywood have not always been pleasant. In 1985, Terry delivered Brazil to Universal. Universal didn't like the film and decided to shorten it and try out a happier ending. Though Terry didn't have final cut, he thought he'd have the final word and made the Battle of Brazil public. He placed a full-page ad in Variety. He arranged illegal screenings for the LA Critics Circle. When the film won the LA Critics Best Picture Award, Universal released Terry's version of Brazil. In 1987, Terry began work on The Adventures of Baron Munchausen. The production was plagued with disasters and expensive ideas.
Pause. I almost feel like we could start a whole series where we do DVD special features. If YouTube is gonna let us get away with this is a gamble worth trying. This is dope ass content. She got her period, boys. Sorry I said that. You good? I'm pausing just because it's like feels like I'm just gonna be able to pause.
I'm gonna hold the phone because I'm on totally.
Hold?
It has before.
Oh, from live stream?
Yeah.
But it's colder now. That was in the summer. But that's cool. That's better. No, I'd rather you hold it because people can hear what you're saying. So. There's ways to like. I remember when I was a kid, there's certain ways to hack the DVD controller to like zoom in on scenes. Did you ever play with the DVD controller? Like, because you can actually make loops. You can make visual loops on a lot of DVDs and stuff. You can loop
Not really.
parts. But I'm not. Like in slow motion.
The studio found film too confusing for mass, and to avoid spending more money, it put into Munchausen's marketing campaign.
Diaper
As a result,
Dandy just said, ever
bombed
since
at the box office.
ever since you
And
played
Terry
that
was
dude's
left with a
magical
bad
flute, things
reputation
have
in
gone to
Hollywood.
shit.
What'd he say?
Ever since you played that dude's magical flute, things have gone to shit. That could have been it. That could have been why we're in this fucking
Everyone trying to fucking elbow me out of the flute. The guy
Dimension,
elbowing me out of the Matan Evan interviews and them playing the magical flute. And it's Billy John and Jared and fucking Ginger Jew and fucking everyone else, man. Everything is terrible.
And after Munchausen, I just went into a big depression about filmmaking, period. And then Fisher King came along, and it was the first one that I hadn't been involved in the writing of, and I really liked it. and it was the easiest film I've ever made.
Taylor said he
and
needs to
it's
defeat you in
enjoyable,
a
and it's
1v1.
successful.
Oh, it's happening.
Very dangerous
Tell him to
stuff.
watch this shit.
Well, we're just
And,
finishing this, and then we're gonna.
Tell him what this
I
is.
went
We
down
can't do it
Halloween,
immediately because we're not a.
Asian. Now
Because
Because
I'm
we're watching
Halloween
the
as well.
special features of 12 Monkeys, dude. This is nuts,
So
dude.
this kind of
Dude,
aspect of
seriously,
this whole
dude.
thing, because
Sorry, sleep.
it's
Red bar. I
always
watched too
made
much
for you
Red
to
bar.
get some pictures. On the other hand, I'm in a situation on this film where I got final cut. I got control of it. And that's all I really wanted, is control of it. And I seem to have it on this one.
Terry's asked us to make a documentary about the making of 12 Monkeys.
The boys, the gentlemen, the artists, the documentarians. It's a big moment. It's the birth of a great documentary.
He's jokingly suggested that if anything should go wrong, at least this time he'll have witnesses.
It would be like a whole journey to go back and find that flute just to fix things.
There's a sadness about this thing. There's a decay about it. There's a nostalgia. These are elements of the film, I think. What is nice about this is just the monotonous for every guy in the circle. Everybody just dutifully follows one house after another. This is humanity. Just the monkeys, and except for the one that breaks loose, the dangerous, destructive one. The script is very disconcerting because it's dealing with time, it's dealing with madness, it's dealing with perception of what the world is or isn't.
On the surface, it's kind of a science fiction thriller about a virus that wipes out humanity.
It's the idea of one man traveling back through time to put together the jigsaw puzzle.
But in fact, maybe he really isn't from the future, and maybe all of this in his head.
For the first 50 pages of the script, you have no idea what's going on.
Let me ask you this. Do you think that as the credits roll, the audience will have figured it out? Or are they going to be going home in their cars arguing about it? No, he could have done this. I wonder if, do we want to make the answer clear enough that they can figure it out that night on the way home, or that it just remains ambiguous?
The studios were very strange on it because they put a cap on it because they feel it. At the time, I think they feel it's an art movie. They don't know what to make of it. It doesn't fit in any genre or mold that makes sense to them. And it was really only when they got Bruce involved, Bruce Willis, that it became a more viable project. They're obsessed about things like opening weekend, and someone like Bruce guarantees an opening weekend. And so with him, it became definite.
Here we go, stand by. Okay, let's roll.
Okay, let's go.
Terry completely insisted on a final cut, and the studio said, okay, fine, as long as he delivers the movie no worse than an R rating and no more.
Yeah, I
no
just
longer than 2
rewatched
hours and
Brazil
15 minutes,
too.
We'll give him the final cut.
He did
But
Brazil too, right?
The financial responsibility will absolutely not be
We
ours.
gotta get that DVD.
Even if you dislike the movie, you can't really hate on it because you could tell so much work went into it. Like,
You remember mine.
I just like anything. You're getting paid to do stuff.
right.
You don't have to worry about the way it gets spent.
The discipline that was put on us that was not particularly pleasant, but which was a finite amount of money and much less than what we needed, forced us all to work to find solutions to try and make this movie within that budget. But we have a long script, we have a dense script, we have a short schedule, we have a limited amount of money. And so inevitably you pay the price.
The first bear that Terry chose was a rip-off. I mean, not a bear, but the owner of the bear was asking something ludicrous.
It was a plasterer, sir, $350 a day. The driver was costing $2,800 a week.
Well, the Marx Brothers are $10,000, the image of them.
We could purchase either one of them for their rock bottom price of $7,500.
This thing right now had a bid, it was at $20,000
Oh,
some bids. And
I
so
don't get
I'm
these,
gonna try
I
and
really
kind
don't
of.
get these prices. There's got to be a reason.
Well, I'm like on the edge on every set.
No, I know, that's why, I mean, we've got to find ways of.
I had this feeling that the movie should have this kind of feeling of decay of the past with it, and because we didn't have money, we couldn't build a whole lot of big sets, but I wanted a big look for the film. So we decided to use old power plants, old crumbling buildings, and kind of show the decay of civilization within the 1990s as well as in the year 2035.
See, here's what we're going to do is, that thing is going to have to go below, yours is really going to be attached on that pipe.
So when we got there, we started talking about, well, that machine could be this, you know, and then they started working the script around things we found.
The time machine sequence in the script was originally, I think, about 2 lines. Coal is wheeled on a gurney and put into a steel tube. And as we were wandering around these power stations in Philly and looking at these gigantic turbines, these huge, massive machinery, I just felt we've got to make a time machine. And so I convinced everybody, let's go for it. Let's create a massive time machine.
It seemed that even by the time I had arrived on the film, that everybody, Terry, Jeff, the producers, must have talked endlessly about the time machine, and yet never quite honed in on it. And it started to happen in daily meetings that Terry and Jeff and I had. And what developed was
This movie is like a time
using
machine.
found objects,
This movie
using
tripped me
things
out
that
with
I
the
would
different
literally
time
find in the
and
ghetto or in flea markets,
the amount of
coming
times I've
across
watched
some
it and
piece
then
of
related
scrap
it to my
metal or
life.
some domestic item
then, like,
and adapting that and
really
making it into something
The
unusual.
lines between reality and like past and present. It being personal to me.
Well, I became more and more obsessed as I was through this whole film about, condoms and bubbles and sealing the boy in the bubble, feeding things from other things. And so we built a cocoon that would transport it into the machine. And it was just extraordinary. It seemed like an amniotic sac. Something to do with birth and death, the two things being closely related in my mind.
I think Terry's always looking for a different edge. He approaches it very straight. He goes, we're going to make a little movie. And then suddenly it becomes a big movie. He said, I have to start out little because it's going to become big anyway. It's me. That's what he says.
Look at this. This is fucking great. I was just reading the script again. The gurney is wheeled into coal on a grease wheel into a steel tube. That might
No mistakes this time, Cole.
Stay alert. Keep your eyes open.
I'm thinking about the spider, Cole. I'll do something like that again.
I think when we did the time machine, the set looked like the theatrical set in a strange way. But this is silly. This isn't intimidating. This isn't worrying. This is silly and it's funny. Actually, I suppose it's like, late in life trying to learn to be a director. So I'm going to teach myself how do you become a director when it's not your stuff. And so you try to make it yours. It is harder doing other people's scripts because I feel a great responsibility to the writers. And I fight making it a Terry Gilliam film.
We want Bruce! 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 We want Bruce!
One of the challenges in making 12 Monkeys a Terry Gilliam film is overcoming the image of some of the actors involved.
He's very well known. He's been a target of animal rights activists.
There's security guards, gates, alarms. This is madness.
Terry never worried about Madeleine's skill.
They have no idea
He
what they
chose her
want.
for her versatility as an actor, and immediately feels comfortable with a grasp on the role. Bruce Willis is a different story. Bruce normally appears in Bruce Willis films. Audiences go to see his films not because of the director, but because they know what to expect from Bruce.
So just as I'm in mid-flight, Terry's in mid-flight, Chuck, you're gonna open up. Boom, like just like that. Boom. There we go.
Bruce and Terry are trying to do something different, trying to tone down the die-hard image and create a more vulnerable character.
Look a bit closer to the camera. Into the lens even. Try it.
Anxious to be involved in a Terry Gilliam film, Bruce and the other principals have also asked for only a small fraction of their usual fees. Still, The buzz surrounding 12 Monkeys often has more to do with the film's stars than with its director.
I got like 5,000 pictures of different favorite people. 5,000. How many? 5,000. Yeah. I would like to have you across the street where we've had all the press all day that have showed up. Bruce Willis sees you here, and he tells us that we're not going to do any filming because you're out here. You're going to be holding awards. Then somebody on a higher authority than me is going to ask you to move across the street. So the best thing for you to do is to do that right now. Now she walks on the set carrying a framed picture of Brad Pitt with her and gets past that incredible security we have here. Now, I go outside for a cup of coffee. I can't get back here. But we got wandering the building.
I think it's fortuitous on the producers' parts to have signed Brad Pitt when they did. Because when they signed him, probably 3-4 months ago, Interview with the Vampire still hadn't hit theaters, Legends of the Fall still hadn't hit theaters, and all of a sudden, that all happened 3-4 weeks before we started filming, and they've got the hottest guy in Hollywood.
So I mean, then we just tried for Roz and Joey to get up and make their way over there. And once everybody's over there, then back comes the Pied Piper.
What the fuck happened to his face?
One of the interesting things about this film was to get Brad Pitt to play a character very unlike anything we've ever seen him play before. I mean, something fast and furious and erotic and frenzied. And we decided he really had to train for this role because his voice didn't have the qualities needed to do it. And Brad worked really hard at this.
Like this, like this, like this, and they need to know, and they need to know something. You gotta tell them, you gotta wake them up. You gotta go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And man doesn't like 2, does he? He doesn't like number 2. It makes him itch. Truth. It's not how you see it or how I see it or they see it. There's just a truth. There's a truth. And you either see it or you don't.
Excellent. Okay, hope it's useful to you. So what else? What else can you tell me? Well, I think some of the distraction, motor movement kind of, if we're staying with the manic kind of, right. You know, some of the motor stuff, I would expect you to get up and probably pace around a little bit, move around a little bit more. We can go much more irritable. I think so. Yeah. There are happy manics, that videotape that you saw of the lady, if you remember. Right. She's kind of a happy manic. Right. And then there are angry manics who are more irritable.
He's with a psychiatrist or something? He was talking to a psychiatrist?
How to be crazy?
Yeah.
As opposed to how to not be crazy?
Yeah. Don't talk to a psychiatrist, talk to a fucking crazy person.
He was telling him how to be crazy.
I mean, we know we've got big name stars to open the film. You know, when it opens it the right way, it lets the audience know what they're in for. That's something else. I'm more worried about the first couple of previews we're going to have because the studio sees it and the audience sees it and everybody panics. It's going to be very different than they expected. And then shit's going to hit the fan. Then the panic starts, and then the pressure's going to be on. And then they will even more, the more they feel that, the more they will push the selling of it as a Bruce Willis Brad Pitt movie. But it is how the film got made, by putting some stars in it.
Actually, Terry Gilliam's trial.
Can't go wrong with this.
This one, there's a sandwich room in
Oh, it's unbearable. Unbelievable. It's great.
Did it work?
Yeah, of course. It's great. It's really funny.
Good, we're glad we gave you a laugh.
If one was going to write a book about the making of the film, I'd call it The Hamster Fact.
They have him making the set himself. Or is this
And
doing the
hamster
final
factor
touches?
is the
Either
Terry
way.
Gilliam element.
Final
which is
I'm sure not all
where
directors do
everything
that.
is in order, everything is in place. And then there's detail that he needs to get right. And the hamster factor comes from a scene where we built a little laboratory set on a gas turbine, and Bruce Willis was sitting naked, drawing his own blood.
It's a very simple setup, but in that frame is a hamster and a wheel. Now, there's one of those shots that said, well, this is going to be a simple shot, it'll take a couple minutes to do, boom, we get going, and then the hamster didn't do what it was supposed to do.
Same animal.
Terry that night was more preoccupied with getting the hamster to perform on it than he was Bruce Willis.
Here we go. Are you squeezed against the wall?
Because the hamster isn't a fucking Hollywood actor. What does he expect?
Must be right. Okay.
Bruce Willis will do whatever the fuck you want. You're paying him millions of dollars. Hamster.
The hamster's performance.
It's in there. The hamster's in there, and he's in his little wheel, and he's exercising. That became the hamster factor, so that the assumption is that every time I do a shot and people think they know what the shot is, I add one element that's going to completely bugger up the whole thing. It's going to take a day to do, where normally the shot would only take 5 minutes to do. And it's a bit of detail that probably doesn't mean anything to anybody but myself. That's the other part.
I go get my accordion.
There's not a lot of really good information. Look up a little. No, come on, I can't let the focus on. That's in focus there. Twelve Monkeys has a credit that says based on the movie La Jetée by Chris Marker. La Jetée was a film made in the 60s, early 60s, in France. And it's a film I've never seen, but it's about 27 minutes long, and nothing moves in it. It's black and white photographs, still photographs. But what it is about is a world in the future where people have survived some apocalyptic end of the world, and they're living underground, and people are being sent back to the past. And it ends with a man seeing his own death.
We stuck to that from the very beginning, that this is a story of a man who has a dream and is haunted by a dream, and he has one dream, and it's his death. He sees his own death.
We used the situation of La Jetée and the dream and so on. By the same token, 12 Monkeys not based on it in the sense that somebody's trying to copy this masterpiece. In that way, it's not a simple remake, and yet it has an enormous depth to La Jetée that should be and must be acknowledged.
While 12 Monkeys takes its climactic final moments directly from La Jetée, the contrast between the two films is never more striking than in these airport scenes. This is 12 Monkeys' most logistically complex shoot. It involves a very tight schedule for the number of shots, and the management of over 500 extras.
I'd like you to put your hands up if you're being told to move.
Come through.
Background action. And action.
That guy over there, Thompson, a really good job. I was like, the job was the only thing I liked. Everyone else is good.
How's this place? Airports all look the same. This is my dream.
I don't think this film is La Jetée. I think we've done this very complicated, possibly long, very complicated crash by version of that. Such an ephemeral connection to it. It was a springboard, but you know, the diving board is not the dive. This is the dive. We were in this triple thing at this one. We were double flip. We were about to hit water. If there is water in the pool. Maybe there's no water in the pool. We'll find out. There's no stream here, and that one is just... Cut.
police.
Okay,
Bruce
dude.
Willis has, I don't think ever been killed in a film before either. It's never been done before.
Is that fucking... Is that the guy from Reno 911? It sounded like his voice.
With all the complexity and confusion of the airport shoot, there is one thing that's truly important. The audience must realize that Cole's recurring dreams are actually childhood memories, and that the boy in the airport is the young Bruce Willis, who witnesses his own death.
265, take 4, AMB, downward bar.
Good.
Background action. And action.
That's the most obvious premise.
It's beautiful.
A way more trippier time dilation element. Plus, the nature of romance is discussed in art and street art. But fuck, who cares if you see your own dad?
The things you walk through.
I don't want to see.
Look around and
I don't want to see my own dad.
It's supposed to be horrifying, isn't it?
They didn't kill me.
It's a horror movie.
Hmm?
Right. You see your own dad.
We're at 20 battery left. Should I plug it in?
Yeah, if you can.
Cut.
Got that?
No. Terry's cast the boy for his beautiful eyes. But it wasn't until after the first few takes that he realized that beautiful eyes were not necessarily enough for the job.
Once he realized that he had made a mistake, he completely lost sight of everything else that we had to do there. From the very beginning, he said, I want the movie to open on the kid, I want the movie to close on the kid. And I know that that's really, really important. That's how I see the film. And here he was losing his ability to have the very image that got him to make the movie. He was in danger of losing it.
Never comfortable with Terry's choice, Chuck Roven insisted on having an alternate young Cole standing in the wings, waiting for his call.
Okay, now you're out of hiding. You know what this is? Yeah, good answer. Let's go. Really?
That's what having a good assistant is about. They already know how you're gonna fuck up. They're not gonna tell you, but they'll already have shit ready to go.
Just walking,
They have a whole other kid.
Yeah.
And action. Got that?
It's good.
Anything guys on that one, guys?
Terry's very, very specific about the images that he has in his mind. Sometimes images become the crutch on which he rests. So sometimes he misses the theme or the point of the characters or the script and relies upon his visual solution. Some of the days that have been the most excruciating to complete are days where Terry and the actors are still working through trying to understand the material.
One of the things that he told me that I believed him because I saw it happen was that his life somehow starts to shape itself so that he's suffering from the same things that his lead character is.
Action.
So if you've got Bruce Willis in the film, losing...
You want to keep going?
I'm chilling. It's up to you.
What time is it?
We're 40 minutes in. It's 5:49. Almost 6 p.m.
This is probably just about over, huh?
Sure.
focus and not knowing what's
So I don't know how long it goes, but it seems like they're wrapping up on their whatever ideas.
And he was not going to know what was important and what wasn't important, or begin to be a little shaky about it.
No one said anything about elephants. Where the hell does this fit in?
Definitely seems like higher budget than $29 million.
Terry's calm mad. Oh, ready to...
He's over there blowing shit up.
And she thinks she's mad. Who's mad? Is Terry mad? Probably, really. I feel more disconcerted on this one than anything I've ever done. It's like, it's kind of feeling of not sure what we're doing. Oh, God, what's wrong here? Like, okay, what happened down there? What happened? Something totally different happened that time. This always happens with my stuff, is that the nature of the film and the essence of the film becomes what making it's about. Go, 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 go! It's a biggish film with some big stars in it, so it should have bigness to it, but it doesn't. It's all little pieces. It's like filled up pieces. And I can see an image of her, and you think, oh, poor helpless thing, and then she goes, wham! And it's so violent, and you're thrown back, and then she's got you. She was just doing it, and she gets you the second one, that one, the roundhouse. And now she's on you. Is that? Okay, I don't agree. I mean, let's really do it. I'll try. I think we have a can of worms here that she's a frail woman. That's why I say give her a weapon or something. Because I could say she could kick me 8 fucking times and I wouldn't really be going anywhere. I'll do anything to make a movie. You focus on it? Oh, yeah. That's what it's like.
Midway through the production, Terry goes horseback riding and suffers a near-fatal accident. On his first day back to the set, he jokes that if his ability to manage a production is anything like his ability to control a horse, then the film's in serious trouble.
I don't have a clue what the film is anymore. I've lost it totally. We do one scene after another, and we try to make the scenes as good as we can. But as far as having a real sense of where we are, I'm not certain, because it's kind of like we got all the pieces. We're making pieces of the jigsaw. Here's one we make, and that's beautiful. And there's that one over here. And I'm just worried about how it all goes together.
With time and money running low, Terry focuses all his anxieties on the interrogation room, the film's last futuristic set. For months now, the crew has been working steadily here, trying to realize Terry's ideas for the room, although no one seems clear on exactly what those ideas are. What is clear is that the room includes the production's most expensive piece of set design, the video ball. Fearing that the arm which supports the ball is not capable of smooth motion, the producers have arrived for a surprise inspection.
This is fixed from here. If something like that, we've got to fix this because it looks terrible and it doesn't work. And when we're doing his point of view, looking at the ball, right? The camera's going to look at the thing's going to stop, the thing's going to shrink, it's going to look like shit.
When you combine the 3 moves, moving slow and disguise, especially when you're up there, because that movement is disguised, and that movement is disguised. All right.
So we're going to look like shit.
No. Why don't you guys keep reversing on it? Because I think it gets better, but sometimes it shook and sometimes it didn't.
Not what he's saying. He's saying it's always a
When it shakes just a little there, it's amplified because of the distance.
Well, we need not to shake, so we've got to try.
And I think it's a very disjointed kind of crew. It isn't like everybody's completely united in our approach to how we're making this film. Such a fear around this place. Fear seems to permeate Hollywood filmmaking. There seems to be too much desire to please the director or please the star. But we want to please each other. I'm not interested in pleasing me. I'm not interested in you pleasing me. I'm interested in you doing what's best for the film. And that may not please me. I may be the problem.
At lunch today, hovering over a scale model of the video ball, Terry, the producers, and the special effects team shout at the top of their lungs. were afraid to turn the camera in their direction. From somewhere behind the fruit salad, we hear Terry tell Chuck Robin that he should find someone else to direct this film. Terry spends the next hour locked in his trailer.
How long is this shit?
Can you imagine having to be a live streamer and doing this all day? Like, here, let me interact with the chat.
There's nobody talking right
Oh, someone's gonna say something.
Hello?
All the key bits and pieces.
I'll interact with the chat, all right. Let's read. There's a bunch.
I did.
I know, but you're not me, kid.
They're on the ground. It's rough. It's shaking.
Yes, I'm going to interact with stuff from 30 minutes ago.
Based on pre-1996 technology.
We're dealing with the future, but it's until like Star Trek.
Okay, a baker's dozen of monkeys is better. That's okay. That's a good joke. We are trying to get a new oven, so we're thinking of a convection oven of baker's dozen. Okay. Right. 1v1. Okay, nice. Okay. And we're caught up. Sneaky, shut the hell up. I'm just kidding.
I'd encourage people to go for too much detail.
Sneaky, I need you to engage with Diaper Dandy. Create a cohesive narrative in the chat.
Information is to come through. And it just seems to be impossible to communicate what.
Did you know you could zoom?
The script dictates certain things.
You can zoom.
It's just getting basic information across the film. It's like I set this machine in motion for the normal pre-production meeting and say, I want this set, the dwarves, and I want giants, and I want the... Everybody goes out there, does it, and then on the day, there they are, 10,000 of them doing stuff. And what have they done? You know, stop, and it's too late. I mean, the machine is just running over you.
I'm assuming that's it. Okay, all right.
And action! Tell us in detail what you've seen in this room.
Tell us about the newspaper.
How old were you when you left the circus?
What does he look like? A man who gets spoke.
Were you alone when you left the circus? Where were you? How old were you when you left?
You said, and I just want to make sure, was it that you were depressed or frustrated or...
Emotions are there all the time. It's the reality that microphones to me. It's just hard work and disappointment that I can't actually achieve what I can imagine.
I've caught up with the chat.
The interpretive dance.
While much time and energy is spent on more visually bizarre scenes,
I went to a performance art show where they had some dance projected. It was somebody who recorded themselves dancing, and then they were like dancing in front of it at the same time. Their own dance.
Right.
So it's kind of weird.
For Terry,
Was it live?
Yeah,
was the most critical aspect
pre-recorded.
of these scenes.
Oh, okay. I like when they do the live.
Bruce must appear
Yeah.
both tough
Or dancing
and
with yourself would
vulnerable,
be sick too. Be like,
rational.
you can give yourself a hump.
But you're still rational.
Like a middle school dance with yourself.
Like for the talent show. But you bend over for yourself and then you hump yourself. Which is funny.
Except on the other hand, you're starting out with.
They wouldn't let me do it,
You
though.
understand what's wrong. You're mentally divergent. You're mad. No, but I think that's what you're starting with, the idea that you're mentally divergent at the start. You think you're insane, and she keeps trying to think that you're
Jesus
saying you're
Christ.
not insane.
Look
These
at that
things
footwork.
happen. No, it couldn't have happened. And now, this is all my now.
What
You
the-
know, look at this. Look at this. Look at this.
Actually, the stuff we've done on the car the other day, it didn't have, I just felt it was a bit flat. It didn't have, you know, something, it was too flat, yeah, it needs, that's why I think
Too
anger
flat.
or a kind of bitterness in it.
Can someone give me some
Who's
money?
going along with it, because
Sorry,
we're talking about.
thinking about two different things. You're not talking about the stuff.
This is a long ass freaking.
No, I'm talking about that little man.
That's not this was flat because I fucking didn't want it. I knew it wasn't.
Yeah, no, that was, that was, that's what I'm talking about, that whole way you jumped out of the car.
But that was told that wouldn't be used.
Yeah, well, you made sure it wasn't.
Bruce and Madeline's most dramatic scenes take place on the road. From the first day of the production, Terry's been dreading these car shots. They're visually dull, and it's difficult to communicate with the actors during a take. But Terry's determined to capture the right emotional intensity from these scenes.
Ain't this the life?
Ain't this no life? Little 12 Monkeys interpretive dance with special features.
That's good.
Yeah.
As the shoot progresses,
Did you say
the
Skibbity?
film's editor, Nick Audsley, has already begun piecing together the puzzle of 12 Monkeys.
Oh, this guy.
The film editor's job is not simply to edit the film, but also to troubleshoot for the director. With so many scenes shot out of order, the editor's advice can be invaluable for ensuring that the actors' performances remain consistent throughout the film. As
Sounds
it
like a hard
happens,
job.
the driving shots have also been a problem area for the editorial staff.
But
Hello. Hi,
it
Terry.
seems easier to do if you could
Oh, I'm
still
sorry, I haven't-
give
I
them
haven't- I'm not
direction while
actually
they're
on that
still
yet.
working, rather than just try to make it work once everything's done.
Okay, it's still in the numbering machine, I think. Shall I drop everything? Right. Well, let me have a close encounter with it, because I'm hot onto that reel. It's called the reel from hell in here.
Wait, stop. Here, bring it.
Terry and I shared a concern early on about that whole area, which was why we called it the Reel from Hell. It was bang in the middle of the film. It's a transitional part of the film, and the logic of Rayleigh's character, I think, is most under scrutiny at that point, because he's the aggressive one. So we had to create a situation where she is both terrified and yet magnetized to him in some way. We had concerns about Bruce. I mean, occasionally he would veer off perhaps into an area which wasn't useful to this film, and we'd be concerned about monitoring that and bringing it back on board again.
People don't know what you had. It's all gonna be gone. See?
Fascinating, isn't it? I think we nailed it. I thought it was very
Should
good
we
on
use
the
this?
close-up. I mean, in a way, when he
You're
does that,
getting
you
sick of this,
know,
love?
he's you know, when he nails it, you
You getting sick of this?
Whatever. I wonder how much longer is left.
there's a sort of shyness and toughness in conflict.
But I'm down for whatever. We could wrap it up for now.
It's not like I'm getting paid, right? But this is cool. This is kind of a flex. This was fun.
It was interesting.
Yeah. Finally got to see what the goat looks like. He's a tortured artist.
Surprise, surprise.
What are the odds? Let's get the heck on out of here.
Do you have any closing statements? Merry Christmas.
Yeah, Merry Christmas. I've been trying to drink water for, I would say, Christmas as a gift to myself, basically. I've been getting back into drinking water. So if I were to spread a message to America's youth, I would say drink water. And if I were to spread anything else to America's youth, then that would be bad.
Show one of them little Christmas birdies off.
Okay. Do you have a flash on that?
I guess so. said one, man.
No, dude. You're getting multiples. Master Chief has his little Santa baggie, bro. Merry Master Christmas.
Okay. I guess I'll end it now. Bye bye. It's done.